But first, we don't really know how to sugarcoat this except to say it's a major screw-up by the government agency in charge of keeping track of key statistics about how all of us live. Tens of thousands of temporary U.S. Census workers were improperly fingerprinted, including some people with criminal backgrounds. That's right. According to the Government Accountability Office, and isn't that an oxymoron, as many as 200 people with a criminal record may have been hired. We're told these employees are actually going door to door to count each and every person in America. That's right. The Census Bureau now implementing new guidelines for conducting background checks. So you see the problem here. Convicted criminals working for the government other than Congress. Joining us now is a member of Congress. He was a cheap shot, I admit, Utah Congressman Jason Chaffetz. He's one of the good and honorable people. He's a member on the Subcommittee on Information and Policy, Census and National Archives. Thanks for being with us, Congressman. I couldn't resist the joke.
Hey, we've earned it.
Well, given the number of former members of Congress now behind bars, listen, this is a huge security issue, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's paramount that the American people have confidence in the people that are going to go to door next April 1st in 2010 and conduct the census. And what's concerning is we've suddenly found 1,800 people that have actually got a criminal background. 42% of those, or nearly 750 people, have salacious backgrounds such as child molestation, rape. You even have some people convicted of manslaughter that have been brought into the process. Now, I give credit to the Census Bureau for actually conducting background checks and doing fingerprinting and working with the FBI. But what's not acceptable is that tens of thousands of these were done improperly, and therefore we don't know the background of these people.
Well, and, you know, I have to ask you the question, you know, Acorn was on the list of people from whom, you know, the Census Bureau was going to hire going door to door, and that invites a whole nother series of questions, doesn't it?
Well, they had partnered with Acorn to help conduct the census. They have over 1 million people that are going to be hired in order to conduct this census, and I applaud the Census Bureau for actually dismissing Acorn as a partner. But at the same time, we have to make sure that if you have any sort of criminal background, you should be dismissed and not accepted as somebody that's going to participate in the enumeration process of this census. It's just totally unacceptable. You have people that are going to go door to door, knock on your door, and want personal information, and the public has to have the utmost confidence of the integrity of those people.
Right, and this stuff is important. I mean, a lot of people say, well, we already know how many people live in America and where they live. No, not true, because this is the data that dictates roads and schools, an enormous amount of money that are devoted to those projects. But more important than that, it's also the basis, is it not, for congressional redistricting, which invites the question, why did Judge Gregg turn down the job of being the Commerce Secretary? Because the White House was taking away control of the Census Bureau away from Commerce, where it traditionally belongs, and the White House wanted control of it. Do you have confidence in how this census is being conducted?
Well, we have serious questions. I mean, my job, role, and responsibility in the United States Congress is to be a check and a balance. It's not to be the cheerleader for the White House. And so I want to do everything I can to make sure that politics is left out of it and that we're doing it with the utmost integrity and independence. Because there's so much on the line politically with redistricting, as you pointed out, and literally hundreds of billions of dollars that will be given out to states and communities based on this, this census. And so there's a lot on the line. That's why we got to make sure it's done right.
Well, I don't know how they could hire, you know, rapists and child abusers and killers. But send your complaints to the Census Bureau Director, Robert Groves, is my guess. Congressman Jason Chaffetz, thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you.